Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, halfway through the week. Hope everyone is having a good week so far. Hope your day is off to a good start. We'll keep going forward, right? Okay, the quote for today, it says, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the passion, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." Let me read it again. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. So yeah, I like this one today. It continues to tie into our theme of, what we can do within ourselves first to then take to the world outside of us. We've talked a little bit about this week about how mindfulness can help us show up to the challenging times, the challenging situations. And I thought this quote was just a great reminder that, everything that you need, you already have. It's just about untapping that potential and putting in the work so that that strength, the patience, the passion, it all comes out. Um, and that's no different than how we have been cultivating love and compassion with our mindfulness practice as well. So, got to start somewhere, right? Every great dream begins with a dreamer. So, we'll continue to do our part, and yeah, let's continue to have a great week. So, let's go ahead and get started with the stretches, and let's see. Happy short leprechaun day. Most leprechauns are short. That is true. Hopefully, there's a pot of gold at the end. Hi, Don. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going with the stretches, and we'll keep moving forward, guys. All right. So go ahead, come to your starting position. Let's have our feet flat, knees bent, hips heavy. Feel your spine get a little longer, sit up a little taller, and we'll start as we always do with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes here as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open your eyes, come on back into the space that you're in. And we'll get started with the stretches. So we'll begin with our legs here, lower extremities. Go ahead, bring them straight out in front of you as best as you can. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet, right? So pointing, taking the toes away, flexing, drawing your feet in towards your body. And just start to get some motion here. Get the blood flowing, get the energy moving. And as always, continue to move the breath. And then you have the option, of course, if you are unable to see physical motion in the body, I invite you to close the eyes and see if you can watch as the body energetically moves. Nice job, you guys. A couple more, just like that. Good. When you're all done, go ahead, keep those legs straight out in front of you. But go ahead and rest the heels down on the floor, and then keep those toes flexed back in towards you. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, bring your fingers down to your toes here. And maybe you just take them in that direction. Perhaps they end at your shins or maybe even your thighs, wherever you're at. Start to breathe, start to feel into the posture. And then notice any sensation on the back side of your legs. Watching and feeling the calves and maybe the hamstrings soften here, slowly stretching open. Nice job. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Just trying to soften wherever possible. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Bring your feet flat to the floor again. We'll put a slight bend in the knees and let's take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. We'll go ahead and stretch our hip adductor muscles. So that's the muscles on the inside of our thighs. So we're going to do that by just drawing your knees away from one another. Good. And then you can use your hands or maybe your forearms to add a little extra pressure here. Or just continue to use the muscles of the hips and the thighs. Good. Just keep taking those knees in opposite directions. Starting to feel into the body. Feel into the inner thighs, letting those muscles gently stretch open here. Good. Maybe soften the shoulders if they're hiked up. Caught myself on camera there. Feel free to loosen the jaw if it's clenched a little bit. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Come on back. Draw those knees together. Come back to your starting position. Good. And we'll take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Nice work. All right. We'll go ahead and get into the back side of our hips here. So once again, from our starting position, feel your legs heavy, rooted, and grounding towards the floor. Sit up nice and tall as you take a deep breath in. And then we'll draw the right leg up into the chest, into the torso here. Good. Keep your spine long and lifted as you start to breathe and feel into the back side of the right hip. If it feels okay, cross this leg over the other one and just notice. Notice if the sensation has changed. Notice what you feel in the back side of the hip. Good. And then continue breathing, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Let that leg go. Awesome job. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then we'll bring the left leg up into your torso, into your chest here. Continue lengthening through the spine as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, maybe cross that leg over the opposite and just feel into the back side of the left hip. Notice what sensations arise. Notice what you feel in your body. And continue to move the breath, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Let the leg go. Nice work, you guys. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, we'll go ahead and get into our trunk muscles. So stretching out the spine. Once more, come to our starting position. Feet are flat, knees bent, hips heavy, rooting down towards the floor. And then feel a stretch from your hips all the way up to your head. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently twist over to the right. You have the option of bringing your hands maybe to the outside of your leg or to your chair, wherever it feels stable for you. Perhaps bring the gaze over the right shoulder. And then just continue to breathe. Inhaling as you lengthen through the spine, create space. And exhale, gently deepening the twist, moving into the space created. Keep the breath going, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, come on back towards center. Nice work. Let's go ahead and take another breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once again, hips to head, lengthen up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist gently towards the left. Once again, taking the hand grip of your choice, wherever it feels comfortable, wherever you can create leverage. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then continue breathing. Lengthening, sitting up nice and tall on the inhale. And maybe twisting a little deeper on the exhale. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come on back towards center. Nice work, everyone. Let's go ahead and take another breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. All right, we'll go ahead and get into our back body. So keeping your legs exactly where they're at. We're just going to round forward and start to bring your hands down towards your feet. And then begin to notice what you feel in the low back here, in your lumbar spine. Continuing to breathe as the back body softens. Spinal muscles releasing and relaxing. If it feels okay, you can continue to bring your head towards the floor. But if there's any bit of compression or restriction, just back off a little bit. Nice job. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, 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 come on back up towards seated. Good. Give yourself a minute to reset here. Let the blood pressure settle. Bring the spine back in line. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Nicely done, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and move into the front of our body here. So we'll start by squeezing our shoulder blades together and just notice what that does to the chest and the collarbone, broadening the front of the body here. You also have a couple options here. If your chair is short enough, if the back of your chair is short enough, you can take your spine up and over. Or I'm just going to press my shoulders right into the chair because my chair is a little higher in the back. So with my shoulders pushed in, I'm going to arc through the rest of my back, pulling the front body forward. Good. And then maybe open up the arms to either sides here. Bring the gaze and the chin softly up. You don't want to crank the neck back. You'll restrict blood flow. So make sure you can breathe easy. You don't want to get lightheaded. And then continue to breathe. Feeling the abdomen expand, feeling the chest muscles stretch open, and even get a nice broadening through the neck and the throat. Continuing to breathe in here, expanding on the inhales, and then softening and relaxing on the exhales. Good. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and take another breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work, you guys. All right, that was everything in the spine and the trunk. So let's go ahead and move to our arms, our upper extremities. So we'll first start with flexion here at the shoulder. And that's just drawing the arm bones up and away from the torso. So whether you're just slightly away or you're able to pull your arms all the way up overhead, anywhere within that range is flexion. So just be where you're at, be where it feels comfortable and you get a good stretch. I'm going to go ahead and guide with fingers in between one another. If you're able to do that, I highly recommend it. That's going to open up the hand here, get a little bit more range and mobility across the palm and the fingers. Of course, you have a couple other options. You can take cupped hands here. You can always utilize the strength of one arm to assist the other. And then, of course, you can always just lift one arm up overhead. So once again, whatever is best in your body, continue to be there, continue to breathe, and just feel into sensation. So again, I will guide with fingers in between. Go ahead, come back to the starting position. Feet are flat, hips are heavy. Take a deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And slowly begin to lift those arms up, maybe over the head in the direction of the ceiling. Good, and then continue breathing here. Feeling into sensation, feeling into your body. If there's any pain or any discomfort, just back off a little bit. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Everyone's going to look a little bit different, and that's okay. So you just want to feel what's best in your body in this moment. And that might change day to day as well. Where you were yesterday is maybe not where you are today, and that's okay. Just continue doing whatever you can. If it feels okay in your body on the next breath, maybe try to reach those hands a little higher. Breathing into sensation, deepening the stretch, doing what feels best. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower on down. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and let that go. And let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Nice work, you guys. All right, I'm going to turn to the side so I can show you the scapular glides. So that's just motion here at the shoulder blades. If you have a table or a flat surface, I recommend placing your hands right on top. And then you're just going to slide your fingers along that surface away from the body. If you're like me and you don't have a table, that's okay. We can pretend. So real or imaginary, hands are on the surface. And then you're just drawing your arm bones and your fingers away from the torso here. And what we're trying to do is get a little motion in the shoulder blades. So if you need to feel the difference, squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another and then pull them away from one another so they move to opposite sides of the rib cage. And then just continue breathing. As you draw your fingers up and away from the body, it's going to pull your shoulder blades up and around the rib cage. Good. Soften up the neck and the armpits. Maybe any tension in the jaw. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up towards seated. Well done, you guys. All right, I'm going to turn back towards you, and we'll go ahead and get into stretching the back side of our arms here. So once again, from our starting position, sit up nice and tall. Lengthen all the way through the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. And then we'll start with our right arm, reaching it up and across the body. So this is option number one, just taking your hand away from midline here. Option number two, you can grab a hold of your other shoulder. Maybe give it a gentle tug. Notice what you feel on the backside of the right arm. And then option number three is using your free hand to gently squeeze that arm in towards the body. Giving yourself a nice little hug here. Feeling into the stretch. Once again, backing off if there's any pain or any discomfort. There should be sensation, but it should feel good. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving, smooth and steady. Take another inhale here. And exhale, slowly release, let it go. Nice work. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall. And then we'll bring the left arm up across the body here. Good. This is option number one, reaching those hands across the body here. Option number two, grab a hold of your opposite shoulder. Maybe just give it a gentle tug. Notice what it feels like over here on the left side. And then option number 3, you can use your free hand here to once again give your arm a little bit of a squeeze. And just continue breathing, gently squeezing that arm in towards your body. Good. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady here. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Let that go. Nice work, you guys. All right, we got to my favorite point, shoulder rolls. Go ahead, draw those shoulders up to the ears and back down again. Up to the ears and back down again. And just continue to do whatever feels best in your body. Good. Maybe go forward and backwards. Nicely done, you guys. Good. Once you've let go of any residual tension, come on back towards center, and we'll once again come to our starting position. Feet flat, knees bent, hips heavy, spine is long from hips to head. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're gently going to drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good. If it feels okay, you can close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just start to feel and breathe into the left side of the neck here. As the weight of the head draws over towards the floor. Beginning to notice sensation. Watching as the muscles soften and stretch away from one another. Continuing to keep the breath smooth and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly come back through center. Nice work. We'll switch sides. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, gently drop the left ear over to the left shoulder this time. Once again, feel free to close your eyes or soften the gaze. Letting the weight of your head melt over towards the floor as you breathe into the right side of the neck this time. Watching and feeling as the muscles begin to soften and stretch away from one another. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly bring the chin down towards the chest. And then just begin to make small circles, moving slowly with the head and the neck. Breathing into the stretch, breathing into sensation. Just noticing what feels good in your body. As you're ready, make sure to switch directions, evening out the rotation. And again, feeling as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, come on back through center. Sit up nice and tall. We'll come to our starting position. Lower half of the body is heavy, rooted down towards the floor. Top half is long, light, and lifted. Relax the shoulders. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you, as always, to close your eyes here as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. come on back into the space that you're in, and that ends our stretches. So thank you so much for joining for that portion. I will go ahead and get set up for mindfulness. So if you want to hold tight, I'll be with you in a second. All right, you guys. Let's see. Okay. We are up and running. Perfect. Knock on wood, but I'm having less technical issues this week, so that's a good sign, right? Okay. Get the timer set up here. Okay. So I will go ahead and reread the quote from today. It's a little longer, but I think it's a good reminder that we all have the power and the potential within us to change the world. So it says, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Yeah, so I like that one. You know, we this week we've been focusing on what mindfulness can do to support the world outside of us right now. And I truly do believe that it starts with all of us, right? Not saying that any of us are perfect, not saying that I by any means have it figured out, but it's a practice, right? It's a mindfulness practice. And in order to get better, we always have to show up first and foremost for ourselves so that we can fill up our cup and make sure that we're coming from a place of love, a place of compassion, a place of strength and patience and passion. So yeah, if we do the work first with ourselves, then we're going to be more apt to do the work with others and do the work outside of us. So yeah, I think that we all have the power to do it, and we'll continue to do our part by showing up for our mindfulness practice. So, for anyone that has not joined this week, that's okay, welcome. But as I mentioned, we are talking about how a mindfulness practice can support the world right now. And it does say, I posted this article on Monday. If you want it again, I can repost it. It's from mindful.org. And it does say mindfulness equips us for times when we're asked to listen and act. And then they lay out 3 ways that mindfulness can do that. So first, it says mindfulness teaches us how to stop and listen, right? And if we utilize the stop practice, we can work on gaining a greater mastery over challenging reactivity, right? Especially during times of chaos and confusion. Instead of just automatically reacting, we can attempt to use the process of and the practice of mindfulness to help us take a moment to step back, breathe with it, think about it for a second, and then maybe respond instead of reacting. So that's number 1. Number 2, mindfulness allows us to work with our own conditionings, right? So mindfulness allows us the opportunity to truly see ourselves as we are. And in the practice, right, we try to come to it with a non-judgmental, open heart, open mind, and it's just to see if we can see how it is, see what really is. And through that practice, you know, if we're able to observe with a non-judgmental eye, then maybe that'll allow us to make the changes that we need to, whether it's within ourselves or within the world, right? But the first step is acknowledging what is as it is. And then number 3, it says, mindful communication is necessary for the difficult conversations that need to happen. And that's in any aspect of life, right? Whether it's a one-on-one relationship, whether it's something within your family or your work or your community, or maybe it is in the greater scheme of the world. When we come from a place of compassion, from a place of love, from a place that has the ability to stop and listen instead of being reactive, when we can see things as they are for what they are, then we can show up to those tough situations and be better prepared to have the difficult conversations, right? Or take the difficult actions. And yeah, so we're just trying to bring in a level of self-awareness, be able to sit without judgment, and oftentimes in the places that are uncomfortable, right? And simply be present and be aware. So this article has really helped me this week and been a good reminder of what we can do first and foremost for ourselves before we show up for the rest of the world. So again, if you've never joined, and if none of that made sense, that's okay. For those that it did reach, and for anyone that took something from it, perfect. I just try to share a little bit of what I can. And if you receive it, great. If it went over your head, also great. If you're like, shut up, let's just start breathing, we're going to do that now. So, no right or wrong to this. If you've never done mindfulness with us before, all I ask is that you come to a nice, comfortable position. Maybe it's in the chair that you did stretches in. Maybe you're lying down if that's safe and comfortable for you. But wherever you're at, just start to relax your body. Maybe take a couple of breaths here. And as always, I will guide you both in and out of this practice. You'll hear 2 bells. The first one will indicate that our time has started, and the last one will be the end of our practice. So everything in between that, it's up to you. If you just want to take the next several minutes to sit and breathe and not worry about anything, perfect. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I will offer some verbal guidance throughout as to where you can maybe focus your attention on, and offer a little bit of guidance there. So yeah, otherwise, doesn't need to look like anything or feel like anything. Just go ahead, soften the body, start to relax. Maybe take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Soft breath in and a soft breath out. For the next several minutes, we will practice. We will practice the art of mindfulness, which will allow us the time and the space to simply show up and listen. With this practice, we're given the opportunity to cultivate the love and compassion that reside within all of us. Through the practice of mindfulness, we try to show up to the best of our ability with equanimity, even in times of difficulty, in times of chaos. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. If you haven't already, Go ahead and close your eyes. Start to allow yourself to just be. Be in this moment. Feel in this moment. Observe in this moment. Listen in this moment. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Observing you as you are in this moment. From your toes and your feet, up through the calves and your shins and the thighs. Attention wrapping around the pelvis and the hips, up through your torso, both front and back. Seeing your arms and your elbows down to your wrists and into your hands and out your fingers. Back through to the neck and shoulders, up to the base of the skull. And finally wrapping your awareness around your head. If you can, bring that awareness over your entire being at once, from head to toe, both physical and energetic. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What's your body telling you? What is this moment telling you? Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Continue breathing softly in and softly out. Giving yourself permission to let go any thoughts or distractions, any interruptions into your practice. See if you can soften, both physically and mentally. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Allow yourself to be in this moment. Allow yourself these moments of self-awareness, showing up without labels, without judgment, recognizing the love and the compassion that resides within. knowing that you have the strength and the grace and the patience and the passion to face the difficult situations outside of you. And it starts with the love and compassion inside of you. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. A soft breath in and a soft breath out. Your mind has wandered, your focus has been interrupted, or maybe your attention has been drawn forward to the future or back into the past. Just acknowledge it. See it for what it is. And then allow yourself to let it go. Release anything that doesn't serve you in this moment. Come back to your breath. Come back to the place of love. Back to the place of compassion. Back to the place of awareness. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Take a soft breath in and then a soft breath out. Continuing to allow yourself to simply just be. Being here in this moment. Nothing to do, no objective to achieve. Simply just show up. Watch and listen. Take a soft breath in, and then a soft breath out. We're in the final few minutes of our practice. You'll hear a final bell indicating that our time is up. Until then, I will let go of my verbal guidance. Just continue to breathe with you. Being in this moment. Showing up to listen and observe, being from a place of love and compassion. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Continue breathing softly in and then softly out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Feel free to release any focus, any intentions, or maybe release any distractions, any interruptions. Come back to this moment. Take another soft breath in, and then a soft breath out. If you wish to stay here, breathing, cultivating love, cultivating compassion, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, as you're ready, when you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. As always, thank you guys so much for showing up, participating, connecting, doing the work. Let's continue to acknowledge that we have the strength within, the patience within, the compassion within to show up both for ourselves and the world around us. And let's keep dreaming those dreams. We'll be back here again tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, as always. Until then, continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful one.